Yo, what up? It's your boy Trapp, and welcome back to I'm Not a Politician, but I can say whatever I want to say and give my own opinion. So y'all know I'm voting this year, and we finna watch some of these videos. Y'all know I be watching these Trump videos for y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I got these shades on because, you know, he's a gangster. And like a gangster, you go to court. Right? And they say Trump was found guilty of all 34 counts of hush money. That's crazy because I saw everybody was up there telling. They even had Stormy Daniels, the actual motherfucker that got the hush money. Okay? They even had her up there, okay? So, let's hear what this is and what this means for your boy. I will say this, though, if I start. I ain't gonna lie. Let's say that, well, if these are felonies, right? If these are felonies, and I don't think Trump will be able to run for president no more. Because they will make him a felon. You know what I mean? They'll make him a felon. And if Trump is allowed to run for president, and he's a felon, and that's the highest position in the world, and well, in our country, then that means you would have to take it off of applications. Because people can't get into college because they felons, because they can't get financial aid. All the professionals, jobs, you have to take it off just period. Them asking, are you a felon? Because it shouldn't matter about you getting the job if bro is a felon. You know, that's just me, you know, being unbiased and being fair. You feel what I'm saying? Before I start clowning and shit. So let's see what they say.
Donald Trump was found guilty of felony charges for his role in covering up a hush money payment to porn star Stormy Daniels.
Told y'all.
Mother Teresa could not meet these charges. These charges are rigged. The whole thing is rigged.
WSJ's courts reporter Corinne Ramey watched it all unfold inside the courtroom. She walks us through key moments from the trial and explains what the verdict means for Trump.
Let's go.
At the center of the charges against Trump were dozens of documents, including 11 checks, 11 invoices, and 12 entries in Trump's general ledger. This was ultimately not a trial about an affair. It was a trial about business documents and a cover-up, right?
Oh, fake business documents.
With 34 counts of falsifying business records. Falsifying business records in New York is a misdemeanor, but here it's a felony because prosecutors had to show.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. She said, but here it's a felony. I'm like, oh, okay. Hold on a second. Damn, 34? 34 felonies is crazy. You got more felonies than all my family put together.
It's a misdemeanor, but here it's a felony because prosecutors had to show that Trump was seeking to commit or conceal a second crime.
Prosecutors argued that the reason Trump falsified business records was to cover up a conspiracy to illegally promote his election to the presidency. A conspiracy, they said, that involved Trump, his fixer Michael Cohen, and the publisher of the National Enquirer, David Pecker, who worked together to catch and kill stories damaging to Trump's campaign.
So Michael Cohen, which, man, he seems so familiar. They drew a terrible picture, bro. And it's David Pecker. See, I don't trust nobody with the last name Pecker. You feel what I'm saying? Because what is they talking about? Pecker what? But their job was basically to, if it's a bad story finna come out about Trump, their job is to stop it. You know, whatever it takes to stop it. So, okay, Michael Cohen and David Pecker, they the rumor catchers.
Like the story about an alleged affair with porn star Stormy Daniels, who Cohen paid $130,000 to silence in the final days of the 2016 campaign. Trump has denied the affair. The prosecution kicked things by calling Pecker to the stand to outline the conspiracy.
They establish not only is there a conspiracy, but there's a specific moment when this supposedly begins. So they have this meeting. Then here we have Pecker talking about how he is Trump's eyes and ears. And here we have sort of him defining the catch and kill scheme. He says, I'd notify Michael Cohen, and then he would be able to have them kill in another magazine or have them not be published, or somebody would have to purchase them.
Pecker also testified that he helped buy and kill 2 stories that could be damaging to Trump in order to help Trump's campaign. After establishing the conspiracy, prosecutors called Hope Hicks, Trump's former...
Is that wrong or something? Is it wrong to do that, to have somebody who catch the stories before they come out? And I mean, they are paying people off. You see what I'm saying? But even if, well, I guess because he got a wife. I'm gonna say, even if Stormy Daniels came out like, yeah, we was smashing, I'm like, so? But at the same time, I guess he got a wife, and Bill Clinton did get impeached for the same reason. So, okay, I get it now. I get it.
Director, and they took jurors back to the weeks before the 2016 election.
Hope Hicks was important because she talked about how the campaign was in crisis mode in responding to the Access Hollywood tape.
I don't need to wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
When you're a star, they'll let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by...
Man, whatever you want. Trump said, grab him by the pussy, and they got this nigga on video.
She explained to the jury why the hush money payment was really responding to this crisis within the campaign and was not made for purposes of Melania or Trump's family.
Then the prosecution called porn star Stormy Daniels.
Were you expecting Stormy Daniels to take the stand? This was a real unknown going into the trial. We didn't know if Stormy would take the stand. In some ways, she's tangential to the case. Her testimony absolutely mattered. What didn't matter was whether that 2006 alleged sexual encounter happened. Like, it doesn't matter.
So once? Bro, come on, bro. Come on now. I'm not finna sit here and go for this. I'm not, bro. I'm not finna sit here and go for this, bro. Y'all are tweaking, bro. I'm not finna sit here and go for this, bro. He done smashed her one time in 2016, and then she had the power to be like, oh, we smashed, and then shit over. And why are we talking about this in 2024, man? Shit, you got away, bro. You got away.
Had sex. What matters is that Stormy was trying to sell her story. And I think when she was on the stand, jurors saw what that story looked like.
Throughout the trial, the jury also heard about Trump as a businessman, from former staffers and also from books he wrote.
He writes, as I said before, I always sign my checks so I know where my money's going.
Oh, no. He said, I always sign my checks so I know where my money going, which means he knows, like, he's one of them people, like, he need to know what's going on with his money. He ain't finna just hire a whole bunch of people and then be getting stole from and shit. But David, let me tell you what this means. If I say, I sign all my checks so I know where my money going, and then the hush money was paid with checks, with my signature, I can't even say one of my staff did it, because I made it clear I signed my own check so I know where my money going. Can't nobody else control my money but me. So that means he would have had to sign off on the hush money check, y'all. Boy, it should have come back and bite you in your ass, man. When he said and wrote that, it didn't have nothing to do with anything. I bet he was just talking about how much of a boss he was. It's right there. It's right there. As I said before, I always sign my checks so I know where my money goes. Right there, how to penny pinch. That's crazy.
That helped establish a pattern to show that Trump was a micromanager of his business dealings.
See?
Finally, the prosecution called its star witness. Michael Cohen is an extremely flawed witness. How did the prosecution set him up so that he was ultimately believable to the jury?
Well, before Michael Cohen even walked in that room, I think those jurors felt like they already had met Michael Cohen. And they had established, before he even got on the stand, why all of what Cohen said made sense, corroborated much of it with other witnesses, that the jurors essentially didn't need to take any kind of leap of faith to believe Cohen, or in the instances when nobody else could speak to what Cohen could speak to, they were set up to believe him.
So let's look at what some of Cohen actually said in court. First, he said Trump directed the hush money payment to begin with, right?
He did, and Trump said to him, just do it.
And then there's testimony about Cohen trying to get his money back.
Yes, and Trump's sitting right there, and the prosecutor says, what did Trump do, or something to that effect? And Cohen says he approved it. And that's really important because it goes to the heart of Trump having a role in the creation of those false documents.
Ultimately, the jury found that Trump falsified business documents to pay Cohen back for his $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels, disguising the reimbursement payments as money for a legal retainer.
Bro paid the money out his pocket, and Trump was paying him back the hush money back, but was using it as saying he was for legal advice. And because a retainer, I'm not gonna lie, that's smart as hell. That's actually smart. That's smart. So if Trump didn't sign the hush money check, Cohen paid that money, and then he paid him back saying, "Oh, I'm hiring him, and his price is $130K." That's smart, bro. That's smart unless motherfuckers up there telling on you. Hey, David, it's smart, but if they telling on you, you're done. You're done, man. This nigga that went up there and told her, bro.
Didn't Trump testify?
Defense attorneys typically advise their clients not to testify. It's really, really risky. It's a little bit of a Hail Mary move. And if Trump had gotten on that stand, prosecutors could have asked him about all kinds of things.
The verdict made Trump the first former U.S. president ever convicted of a crime. Next,
Damn.
he will be sentenced by Justice Juan Merchan. What are the possibilities when it comes to sentencing?
He's got a full menu of possibilities.
Hey, y'all. Let's see what happened. So, just to sum this up, Stormy Daniels' podcast was out here trying to sell a story. It was going to hurt Trump's campaign. Michael Cohen, when they paid her off so that the story disappeared, so she don't do that, Donald Trump had to pay him back, but it was hush money, so he couldn't just flat out give him $130K. So he hired him and disguised the payments as a retainer. But he was really paying him back. So that's what's happened. And they caught. So now let's see what happens. What could happen?
Probation, he could give him a jail sentence, he could give him essentially no sentence at all as long as he doesn't commit another crime.
Trump, who faces 3 other criminal indictments in separate cases, has denied wrongdoing and has painted the trial as a politically motivated sham.
Trump has plenty of legal issues to grapple with as he campaigns. How all of this plays out is really up in the air if he becomes president, because it's unprecedented.
He's not going to be able to run for president. I don't know. I don't think he's able to do that.
Magazine or have them not.
I don't think he's able to do that, y'all. And honestly and truthfully, I feel like if he is, y'all know to me, I don't really give a shit. But like, I think if he is able to run for president, they're going to have to take off the felony question off of applications, because if the president of the United States can be a felon, bro, I can be a felon and work at Walmart, bro. I'm sorry, Joe. I know that may not be what people want to hear, but I can be a felon and be a nurse. Why I can't? Why I can't have got a felon at 18, then I done went to school when I'm 28 and became a nurse when I done grew up and knew better? So I'm not gonna lie. If he is able to run for president and he do win, they're gonna have to take that shit off. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know what y'all think. What y'all think they're gonna give him? I think they're gonna give him probation. I don't think nothing gonna happen, dog. It's Trump. You feel what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna give him probation. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think gonna happen. Make sure you subscribe, follow this journey with your boy. And we out, man.